Yeah, I just clicked the button, so this is video number 2 of this. So I'm sure that there'll be some way. It might be difficult. It's not necessarily like I'm not calling a cell phone company that has customer service for everyone with a cell phone. This is a distribution company, but it's absolutely impossible that a company of that size that sells 60-70% of all the tobacco in Canada, that there's absolutely no one you can talk to. So I'm not going to if I had to guess, everything I said is what it is. That's not them trying to cut into the call and pretend to be them or nothing. But that might be one more link as to why these guys even came up with the idea, or even have the ability to have a network that can control the distribution and get into and repackage cigarettes. It's just one more link, that might be a small link, but for the most part, this is what I think. I'll turn the light on. For the most part, what I think is you have Imperial cigarettes that distribute cigarettes all across Canada. They use trucking companies, shipping, where it comes off containers, ships across trucks across Canada, and then you have these trucking companies with huge warehouses that store them all, and then they're going into them and repackaging, either just to poison them or actually repackaging them by putting shitty tobacco in them and then selling them as the real thing, and then selling the good stuff off the back of the truck. He said that the guy's honking. The guy wasn't even a second. He wasn't honking at me. Wasn't even a second. Who said fucking Canadians are nice, right? No one said that, did they? Canadians say please and thank you, and they're nice. People are fucking assholes here. So people think like Americans are rude and Canadians are nice. It's not true. I mean, I've been to the States many times, and it's definitely not true. Holy shit, the guy's just honking at everyone. That was someone he almost hit with his truck, so I think that was maybe warranted. But so what I think is it doesn't have anything to do with Imperial, but what it does have to do with is these trucking companies that store them and then they sell them. And then he said, I'm just gonna keep saying he instead of Dollywall, because I'm pretty sure that that's his brother that he talked about, the Richmond RCMP. I'm pretty sure. But like I said, I gave a cop the license plate of the G35. I can identify the guy. 100% I can identify his voice. I told you his gamer tag is capital MC_Dragonbane. He probably has multiple. So what they're doing is they're storing them. He said they all smoked Demorier. So, and I met the repair guy that came to fix my alleged dryer, which he pretended he couldn't fix. I can't get the motor off. Oh, it's just seized on here. Oh, and then Gloria was the manager. I told Gloria I couldn't even fix this thing. I didn't want to fix it. I just wanted to buy a new one. And what they want to do is get you a new dryer, and it'll have one of those things that sprays and poisons your clothes, because they're the ones getting it and delivering it. So they're actually getting a fucking dryer. I'm going to call him a dryer mechanic. I don't know what they're called. Whatever you call those people that work on appliances, an appliance person. Or the fact that they weren't willing to buy one, I don't think he was really able to rig the one at my house up. So he just pretended he couldn't take the motor off or something. He had it all apart on the ground. And then we just didn't have a dryer, so then we had to there's only a couple laundromats in Richmond, and those are poisoning clothes. And like I said, they have all these rooms. You walk behind all the dryers. You'll be able to go in and test all those dryers. I'll show you the places. And what was he smoking? He was smoking Demorier cigarettes. So it's just all these compounding little things. So not only that, but what they're doing is they're selling off cigarettes probably at half price and making a shit ton of money doing it, and repackaging all the brands. So all these tobacco companies are having their cigarettes repackaged. Now, I've been to a lot of stores and bought cigarettes, so it's very minimal. like the amount of cigarettes that are sold in the Lower Mainland, they probably just don't even have the manpower to do it all. And if they did them all, they would probably get caught, right? So they can only do so much. But are we talking $1 million a year? Are we talking 10 million a year? I mean, I don't know how much they make from it, but you can make a lot of money because tobacco in Canada is so overpriced. It's taxed like 50%. It's ridiculous. So by Canada making these generic filters, they, like, if they didn't do that, they wouldn't be able to do it. And if they didn't tax it, there wouldn't be this much profit in it, because they would still have to buy the tobacco and the filters to do it. It would be, so this is like a problem that the Canadian government is creating. You know, it's like when you create something that's so expensive, you're going to create a black market for it. And no one's talking about a tobacco black market problem in Western Canada. I mean, there might not even be one in Eastern Canada, but there's a hell of one in Western Canada. And then fucking poisoning cigarettes, it's fucking disgusting, guys. Like, I think those are just meant for the targeted people that they're taking their identity from. Like, I don't know if they're mass poisoning the population, but what he said was all the cheap cigarettes, they've been repackaging for a long time. So the ones that cost like $4 or $5 less, that don't taste quite as good as like a premium cigarette, I think, like, what he was saying was Demorier is what they smoke, and obviously, like, he said, like, you almost can't get real Demorier around Vancouver, which I'm not sure that's true, but that is what he said. And so these generic filters to this tobacco, they've been repackaging the cheaper ones, which are like $17, $18, $19 a pack. So it becomes a little less obvious that you're getting shitty tobacco, because if you get their shitty tobacco, which I've had in cigarettes, and you go and buy a pack of Demorier, you're probably going to be a little bit upset. You can tell the difference between, you know, a premium cigarette like that, you know. So I guess that's it. We're going to try calling tomorrow. I did not expect that phone call to go that way. So I'm going to end all my videos like this, since I'm talking about some pretty intense stuff all the time. I'm going to try and lighten up about it. You know, you still got to enjoy life no matter what amount of shit is going on around you, you know. And I want to say peace to everyone. See ya.